All right, so in this week's session 7 parallel project, we were supposed to build a table and then we're supposed to somehow link it over into the website we've been working with. So as you can see over here on the right, we've built the table. Not a big deal. I was able to figure that out without the video, but I appreciate the video. Thank you, Professor. And then if we go back to this, the problem is with this specific parallel project, if in any of the weeks prior to this week, if none of your steps were working, then none of your steps are going to continue to work. So that's the problem. So that's why when we get comments and feedback on the assignment that we are given in session 4 or 5 or 6, they need to be direct comments on how we're supposed to fix those issues. So that way we can move forward going through into session 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on. Since that didn't happen, here we are stuck in the same continuous loop of, as you can see, my drop down is not here. It's converted over to here, whereas it should be something that looks like this over in there. And this is all we're getting. But since we didn't get any feedback, we got some comments and that was about it. Don't know how to change any of that. And since we can't keep all of our files together and the PHP didn't work last week, because here's my PHP file pulled up in the VDI environment and it's still not working, then how would I ever create another PHP file? Because the PHP files that I created before aren't pulling over and I can't pull them up in my current database or my current computer on when I had them stored in here. As you can see, session 6, as you can see, my style sheets right here, my PHP files right here, but I can't pull open this PHP file. So I don't know how we're going to do that. Windows can't open this type of file. How would we ever find out what we typed in there to add to or not add to? So again, this is very, very, very frustrating to say the least. But if you think that we're going to be able to read out of a book, go from chapter 9 to chapter 10, and we're just building this, then that's not going to happen. What we should have done is just taken the nature's source and just done exactly what was in the book. We shouldn't have been changing anything. We shouldn't have been having these crazy ideas of what you can and can't do. We should have just gone simply by the book. That way we could have all had the same basic understanding, since this is just a foundational course and not anything more than that. But not my class, just paying $1,700. So don't know how to link it to. That wasn't ever described to us. I was looking all the way into chapter 10, all the way to page 498, looked at everything in between from section 10.24 to 10.55, but there's no direct link on how we're supposed to do this. So again, you know this is adult studies. You know that we're trying to get a degree. You know that we have jobs, we have kids. So instead of just taking us down a rabbit hole, let's not do that. Let's pinpoint down what we're needing to do. That way we can accomplish these tasks. Otherwise, if we're supposed to be building on this and week 10 is supposed to be like the build-up, then you're still going to have this same stuff. You're going to have me stuck right here in week 7 because you're not going through the files that I've been sending you for my projects, and you're not saying, oh, this is where you messed up. Oh, this is where you're messed up. So, yep, this is what we have for this week. Happy Thanksgiving.